Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Norma Thomas, and I will be your instructor this semester for Social Work 541, Social and Economic Justice 2, with a focus on the macro practice side of social work practice. So in this introductory video, I just want to give you a little bit of background about myself, talk about the syllabus, and expectations for the course this semester. First of all, every week there will be an introductory video or an overview video, so please look at that video first before beginning assignments or going over the readings for the week. So my background, I have a bachelor's in social work from Penn State University. I have a master's in social work from Temple University with an emphasis on policy and community organization, and a doctorate in social work from the University of Pennsylvania with an emphasis on social work administration. So for 17 years, I worked at area agencies on aging in the Philadelphia region. 9 years at Delaware County Office on Services for the Aging, and 8 years at the Philadelphia Corporation for Aging. I taught at University of Pennsylvania, and then in 1994, I came to Widener University to the Center for Social Work Education, where for 1 year I was the BSW program director and then served as the assistant director of the Center for Social Work Education until 2004. I went into agency-based practice for 13 years, part of which while I was still at Widener, and founded and served as the president of the Center on Ethnic and Minority Aging in Philadelphia, and then moved to the western part of the state, which is where I am from. And for 9 years until I retired in 2017, I was the MSW program director at California University of Pennsylvania. My primary area of practice is working with older adults. So since I began in 1975 until the present time, I have served in various capacities connected to working with older adults. So, to quote a famous motivational speaker by the name of Les Brown, no one rises to low expectations. So, my expectations of all of you in this class are high expectations, but not unrealistic. I expect that you will complete the work and do it in a timely fashion. I expect that you will complete the readings to the extent that you can. There is no book for this class, but there are a number of articles. I expect that you will submit your work on time, and if you're not going to be able to do that, to let me know as early as possible what is preventing you from completing that work, and then a projection as to when it will get completed. Better you let me know in advance that something is going to be delayed versus me trying to find you. I will caution you that in the online environment, once you get behind, it is very difficult to catch up. So I would say you should try as best you can to get all work done on a timely basis. I expect that you will be meticulous in following the APA standards for citations and references. If you do not have the APA manual, there are plenty of references online. Purdue Online Writing Lab is one that you can access online, Purdue OWL, O-W-L. It gives you complete assistance and written material in how to follow APA guidelines. I expect that you will use direct quotes and page numbers and complete citations and use those citations in both your posting, in discussion posts, but also in your papers. I often get asked by students, why is this so important? Well, documentation is important no matter what you do in social work practice, and it's equally important in terms of your work in an academic environment. So again, each week I will be going over the requirements for that week. For the syllabus, which is what I have in front of me, first I would advocate that you download a copy of that syllabus. You can see in the syllabus it will give you week by week what you're required to do. If you take a look at the screen to your left, I'm going to move this over for a second, you will see that in terms of your assignments, there is heavy weight placed on class participation. So this is your discussion post. So it's very important that you complete these each week on a timely basis. There are a number of assignments that will require you to work in groups, and we will be assigning groups, and I'll talk more about that when you look at the first week overview introductory video. But week 1 of the syllabus is Introduction to Macro Practice. Week 2, Communities and Organizations. Week 3, Assessing Community Needs and Assets for Community Practice Theory. Week 5, Community Practice and Community Practice Skills. Week 6, looking at Advocacy and Technology. And week 2, looking at Evaluation. As you can see, looking at the issues around community are as important as looking at the issues that individuals face in social work practice. We understand that people and their families come from communities, which is why it is so important to understand the community environment from which they come. It is also equally important to understand policy and administration, because many of the issues that our clients face are not issues that they have direct control over. And so as social workers, not only must we help individuals deal with issues that present themselves to them, but also be advocates so we can change systems, rectify injustices, and push for greater societal change on the macro practice level. So there is no being a social worker without having the skills to work on an individual level, a family level, a group level, but also a community, policy, and administrative level. So I look forward to working with you this semester. I will shortly be recording an overview video for week 1. Again, there is no book for this class, but there are a number of readings that you will be required to take note of each week. If you have any questions, please, please, please ask them. I will either answer them on an individual level, or if they pertain to something that might be of use to the whole group, we'll put that in an announcement. You can get me through the inbox in Canvas, or you can email me at my personal email, which is norma.thomas13@gmail.com. If you want to talk to me by telephone, then leave me your contact information and we can arrange a time to be able to talk to each other. Again, I look forward to working with you this semester, and have a wonderful rest of your day.